Hello everyone, welcome to another Top 5 Records video. The best living guitar player in the world. That is what Eric Clapton said about Buddy Guy. And we need to talk about Buddy Guy because in 1 week time, Buddy Guy will release his latest new album, and I think it's time to look back at what Eric Clapton calls the best guitar player in the world. And Eric Clapton is not giving a false compliment here. As a matter of fact, I got introduced by Buddy Guy while watching a Eric Clapton show. It was a couple of years ago, and there was this re-release in the cinemas of a show from the early 90s in which Eric Clapton plays with an orchestra in the Royal Albert Hall. Now, I was sitting in Tuschinski Cinema in Amsterdam, the most beautiful cinema in the world. And I like Eric Clapton. I like orchestras. And I was sitting there with a friend and I was not having a good time. Clapton, I saw him solo live, and he has good evenings in which he is involved, and he has evenings in which he doesn't really seem to care. My opinion of that show was Clapton is not there. What's the orchestra doing there? And I know Chicago blues can be very grand and a little bit explosive, so an orchestra could do something, but nothing was happening. And I was about to leave the cinema when Buddy Guy entered the stage, and I heard of his name, but I didn't know what kind of music he made. And within seconds of him entering and his hand hitting the guitar, everything I had desired of a Chicago blues evening came true in those couple of minutes in which he just flew across the stage. Where Eric Clapton was trying to get into the blues, Buddy Guy was just floating through the Royal Albert Hall and floating through Tuschinski. His notes were as free as good Frank Zappa live solos, just spurging out there. Spurt isn't even a word, right? I mean, an urge getting out of it. It's like, bada, it as if the notes hit immediately after he's conscious of his emotion. Perhaps even before he is conscious of what he's feeling. The notes just get out before words could get out. Such an incredible guitar player. So, with Buddy Guy giving a new album, it's time to look back at what he already made. So what are his top 5 best albums? Without further ado, at number 5, Buddy Guy and Junior Wells Play the Blues. And I do not have this one on vinyl yet. I do love this record a lot. But here in Europe, it is pretty tough to find blues albums, and this is one of those records that I definitely want to find in a first US pressing. I'll give you a little bit of an idea of what you're going to listen to if you're going to put on Buddy Guy and Junior Wells Play the Blues. These guys have been working together more often, so their collaboration is slick, good, smooth. They got a beautiful, solid, pure blues, but on this special occasion, they have guests. As a matter of fact, this record was co-produced by Eric Clapton, who in this case lends himself for rhythm guitar and bottleneck guitar, with lead guitar and some rhythm guitar going to Buddy Guy, and vocals shared amongst Junior Wells and Buddy Guy. A beautiful harmonica by Junior Wells. But not only that, we also have Dr. John joining in on piano. I mean, that kind of a party is this record, and I love it. At number 5, Buddy Guy and Junior Wells Play the Blues. At number 4, luckily I do own that one on vinyl. As a matter of fact, it is the first Buddy Guy record I bought, and it's the first pressing. It is Sweet Tea. Now, there's a little bit of a story here. I bought this well, about half a year ago, and I found this in the record store, and I knew that, according to a lot of music sites, this is one of the great blues records. And I thought, 2001, Buddy Guy made one of his best records in 2001. I mean, this guy had been playing the blues in the 50s. I mean, he'd been playing the blues on Ike Turner records in the 50s. He was one of the steady blues members in the early blues blues band members for a lot of the big famous blues stars of the early 60s. And in 2001, he still released a record, and a good one. And I thought, well, if he made this on his dying bed, that might be interesting. And although he was in his early 60s, he did not make this on his dying bed. He is still alive and kicking. As a matter of fact, I've been listening to some of the singles for his new album, which will come out in a week, and I've been listening. Those singles are already amazing. I mean, he's really having fun with Joe Walsh there. So this is not a last goodbye. This is almost 25 years old. Yet, it shows a Buddy Guy, in my opinion, truly unique. It has this beautiful, direct warmth. There's a certain chill in his voice, a coolness. One of the record sellers who sold it to me said, you know what? What the American recordings are for Johnny Cash, Sweet Tea is for Buddy Guy. Only again, he's still alive 25 years later and performing. The songs here, I mean, Done Got Old. That's really, really good. And then Baby Please Don't Leave Me. There are so many great songs. I Gotta Try You Girl. It is an amazing sounding record. And this record has some blues that is so pure, so good, so tiny, unique, but still you hear this is one of the big Chicago blues guys. But only in the entire atmosphere that also this cover shows you. Oh man. I'm gonna put this on straight after this video. I love it. At number 4, Buddy Guy's Sweet Tea. At number 3, another record that I'm still trying to buy, but I'm not sure which pressing to find. I'm talking about Stone Crazy. But Stone Crazy was released in 2 different names. In 1981, this record got released in the United States, but in France and in the UK, they already released it in 1979 under the name The Blues Giant. And there is this blue cover, which is the original French cover. Now, I should buy the French pressing. I always want to get the one that is the first one and from the country of origin. And this is a record that was recorded in France. As a matter of fact, they recorded 2 albums there, Junior Wells and Buddy Guy. But Buddy Guy also did a solo session with the same band, and they got 2 albums there in France. This is Buddy Guy at his fiercest, sharpest. Those solos are electrifying. I'm always a bit hesitant with getting blues from the late 70s and the 80s. Usually there is this reverb on there, especially some Chicago blues can become a little bit kitsch, so I'm always cautious. Not with this one. This is energy. This is so close to rock. I think that if you're a rock lover and you want to try some blues, a lot of the blues is close to folk, like Mississippi John Hurt or Skip James, or loads of blues is connected to different genres. I think if you're a typical rock lover, Buddy Guy and this record, Stone Crazy, it's gonna fulfill your needs. It has so much crazy energy, and the vocals of Buddy Guy, I mean, he's shouting, he's screaming, he's such a pure blues man here. It is just insane. The opening track, I Smell a Rat, I mean, the way he's presenting that, the way he's singing it, it is amazing. At number 3, Stone Crazy by Buddy Guy. At number 2, I'm gonna pick a controversial choice, because some people would say this is a Junior Wells record, but reissues, and I'm holding a reissue here, state it's Junior Wells, Chicago Blues Band, with Buddy Guy. Now, I think you can easily consider this a Junior Wells Buddy Guy record. The two of them started collaborating pretty often. Also, some of the songs here were written by Buddy Guy. His influence is there. His sound is there. This is the collaboration. And this is a masterpiece. I think this is one of the all-time best blues albums out there. The full sound. The identity here. There is this crazy, great, full sounding blues going on. An incredible amount of control. Incredible atmosphere. I love it. Hoodoo Man Blues by Junior Wells, the Chicago Blues Band with Buddy Guy. I'm calling this a Buddy Guy record. At number 2. Number 1. This record is just insane. This record is just insane. A Man and the Blues by Buddy Guy from 1968. This has all the cheerful, almost hippie-like 60s identity written all over it. The musicians here are just stunning. Buddy Guy does solo guitar and vocals. The piano is done by Otis Spann. I mean, Wayne Bennett on rhythm guitar, Jack Myers on bass. But do you need to know more that Otis Spann is on piano? This is Chicago blues at its finest, with a young, energetic, raw, punchy, incredible Buddy Guy. I mean, he's going everywhere, but not to show off his skills like a lot of blues guitar players do. No, he's going there because he's feeling every note of what he's doing. This is one of the best guitar players alive, and this is one of his finest hours. The entirety of the record sounds beautiful, solid, smooth, and this is just incredible. Number 1, Buddy Guy, A Man in the Blues. So I'm curious, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.